Welcome to Build for Bharat, where you and I learn from the builders and makers for Bharat. I'm your host, Sanjay Jain. Today I have with me Taron Mohan, who is the CEO at NextGen Tele. Taron, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you very much. Good morning, Sanjay, and looking forward to an exciting discussion on enabling Bharat for financial inclusion.
I first want to congratulate you on the launch of 123 Pay with RBI. It's a very exciting development in terms of getting payments to feature phone users. This is a space that you have worked in for a long time. Tell me what we can do to enable the space even more.
Thank you, Sanjay, for the introduction and the congratulations message. Okay, the background began when we were working in Africa with the telecom companies over there and seeing USSD taking off on payments. And at that time, India was just about evolving on USSD, but it needed a larger platform in terms of service envelope, security, ease of use, and the trust of the user to really come on board. This is a very sensitive segment, who even if you debit a rupee extra on a telecom bill comes and fights back with the call center, why 1 rupee? So this segment needs a lot of hand-holding in terms of building trust and a local language, local service ecosystem to be developed to them to really adopt. So we've been working on it for 7 years in terms of technology, first building it together, then doing a lot of homework in the villages around UP West and a bit of Haryana to really understand what this segment is all about. This segment is a very unique segment. It trusts only 4 or now 5 people. It trusts the postman. It trusts the school teacher because he taught maybe the father, himself, his children. Then he trusts the LIC manager who comes and gives him the policies. He not take a policy, but he sees him in the village. And then is the bank manager, which today extends to the BC partner of the bank in the village. The 5th person here he also trusts is the telecom operator, the shop. He goes, buys a phone, and even to change SIM card in the phone goes back to the shop and says, SIM card change kar do, and copy my phone book from the old phone to the new phone. So there are 4.5 or 5 people he trusts in a village. And we have seen that to enable or to educate or let him to adopt any new service, you have to go through one of these 5 channels. A new person like you and me going over there is not going to work. So extending this out, we discussed with the postal bank, we discussed with the telecom handset companies, getting their retail presence on board over here. But a new segment we also found was the NGOs like the Seva Bank and Women's World Banking, who have been doing a lot of CSR work on behalf of larger corporations in educating this segment to adopt digital payments. Now, a few limitations are there around this segment. A is handset, which 95% is a feature phone, and 5%, 10% is a smartphone. A smartphone generally is with the customers, people who are basically the younger generation. But the feature phone is there and will stay there because of battery life and the price point barriers. And third will be ease of use. So the segment has to be handheld, adopted, taught, built the trust to come onto this platform. That's been our experience, and we have used that learning from the field to build a full service ecosystem on our SIM overlay solution, which does banking, payments, wallets, BBPS, P2P, P2M, UPI, and then also going on to initiating, giving an interface for requests from insurances, microfinance, loans. What we also learned as a major requirement is a collect capability, payment collect, either a UPI autopay or an EMI collect. So building this whole ecosystem has been our learning. We put it together and now working with multiple partners to take it to the customer base and handhold them and adopt them on the platform.
Taron, thanks for that. This is wonderful. You're building on the trust that exists and you're taking what they already have, which is the feature phone, and putting in your technology there so that they can now use all of these features. Hopefully, the ecosystem around them can support them in making these payments and bringing them more into the formal digital ecosystem. That should help us make progress on many other fronts. So thanks for doing all that.
Thank you, Sanjay, and looking forward to really making it work for Bharat. The focus is for Bharat.
Great. Thanks, Taron. Wishing you all success.
Thank you, Sanjay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you for tuning in. This has been another episode of Build for Bharat, where we feature bite-sized discussions with the architects who are building India's inclusive digital future. Build for Bharat is a part of the Bharat Inclusion Initiative, where we support entrepreneurs who are building for Bharat with inclusive products. We are on the web, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Do write to us with your suggestions and requests to feature a topic or a guest. Build for Bharat is available on all major podcast platforms: Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcast fix from. We will be back again with more insights soon. Subscribe now to never miss an episode.